Hi everyone. Good morning to you. I'm going to work on finishing off these Tangle Speak cards. We only have 3 left, so let's just pick one. What are you guys feeling today? Shall we do the green one? Let's do the green one. Power of 3. Creation. You create your own reality through your thoughts and actions. The world is what you think it is. That's true. Focusing on the things gone wrong versus the plethora of things gone right will be what your memories are made of. Yesterday plus today equals tomorrow. You can't change yesterday, but you can consciously create right now. All you have to do is decide. So, yeah. The power of 3. It's got 3 different sort of textures as you go across. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to need a long skinny one today. So the first thing we're going to do, then looks like we're going to, let's zoom in here. We're going to do a spiral that ends coming this direction towards the right. And then we're going to do some zigzag. And then at the end of the zigzag, we're going to do another spiral going that way. And then on the next row, we're going to do it the other way. The spiral is going to end going upward. This one, the spiral ends going downward. I might find it easier to draw the zigzags first and then add the spirals on the ends. Just that seems like that would be more pleasing for my brain. So you guys do what you need to do. Then it looks like in here we're going to do an aura and a little coloring in. So that means that these, I need to have room to do that. So these zigzags need to be fairly large and far enough apart to get a nice spot in there. And then you just build it up as you would. So it's zigzags. 1, 2, 3. Three zigzags. That only shows 2. 1, 2. Well, that shows 3. But it shows only 2. I'm confused. Is it 2 or 3? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess it's just 2. I think I'd do more, but let's work on that. Alrighty. I'm going to need a rectangular piece of paper and a fairly large one, I think. And let's do a color we haven't done in a while. Let's see what comes up here. Digging through my pile of new papers. What kind of color do we not? Oh, we haven't done a sort of tan-ish color in a while. Let me zoom out because you can't see a dang thing, and you can't. Can you differentiate the paper from the paper? For my background, maybe, kind of, sorta. I feel like I don't want this to be. Do I want it to be straight? You know what? We're gonna put a border. Cause I like my borders. If you don't want a border and you want to go all the way to the edge of your paper, feel free. That's just me. I'm gonna do this way, I think, with a bit of a curve. And I am going to probably should have started in the middle, but that's all right. I'm going to make myself some lines as to where I want my zigzags. And I'm going to start myself right in the middle. Like this. Right? I'm doing it with pencil. I am planning with pencil. Yes, I am. Okay, that will work. Okay. Can you even see what I did? Barely. I did it very lightly. I think I want to do a bolder line for this. And I'm going to once again start in the middle. But now I've got my curve here. So I can go ahead and I'm going to do this line. Just like that. And then down, up, down, and around like so. Something like that. Something like this. This pen needs to be refilled. Good to know. Need to make myself a note. This ink is just about done. Like that. Because I have a border there, which I think I want to do in a brush. Yep. Yeah. That feels right. Okay, so do I have ink? Do I have ink? 3, 5, and 0.1, 0.7. It's a B cartridge. Okay. 0.7, 0.7. I'm going to change out my cartridge real quick. So to do that, you pull off the end of your, where's my little cartridge puller thing? Of course, do I have it? It came with a cartridge puller thing. Where is it? Of course not. Okay. You just pull the end out. That's one of the reasons I really like these particular pens, is that you can buy the refills. You don't have to buy a new whole pen. you just buy the refills. But yes, I can see the difference. I can see inside this cartridge where the little felt thing is getting all dry. I don't know if you can tell on the screen, but I can see that this is a grayer, light gray color. So it is running out of ink. And then you just pop that puppy in there. And get it all the way down inside. Come on. And that's all you need to do. I'm going to throw this away. And that's it. Let's put my scrap piece of paper and get the ink flowing. Oh yes, that's much better. Look at that. Much, much better. It'll be a minute while that ink really starts to flow. You can also change the nibs if you need to change the nibs too, which is, like I said, the reason I got this particular kind of pen, the Copic Multiliner SPs, because they have that ink refill cartridge. Okay, so now let's continue on. Put these ones back. Then the next thing is to do these. Oh, look at how much nicer that ink is. Can you see how much bolder and blacker that ink is? Much, much better. That's how they have it. Just like that. And then they make a diamond shape in here. And fill it in. Alrighty. So how you guys been? We had such a windy night last night. Well, it's still windy. Certainly not as windy as like people who live in hurricane or tornado areas, but windy enough. And it was chilly last night. We had a frost warning and wind warning. So between the two, the wind chill was really cold. And I had to work late last night, so I didn't get home till 11:30. So by the time I was ready for bed, it was well after midnight. And I couldn't fall asleep. I was having a hard time falling asleep, and then the wind started. And the wind's been steady-ish from, I don't know, about at the low. Well, it has sort of sometimes almost stopped. So it's gone down to about 3 to 5, 7 miles an hour or something like that at the low. But then we'll get these big gusts that are upwards of 40 miles an hour. And it's been fairly steady, closer to 20. It's windy, and it makes things loud, and things are blowing all over the yard and that kind of thing. Over the years, we've gotten better at not leaving things out that can be blown around in the yard. But still, when the heavy metal chairs start going across the patio on their own, you know that the wind is blowing pretty good. We don't leave plastic chairs out. The plastic chairs used to be really bad, but we don't use plastic chairs anymore. We invested in some metal chairs because, life. And then on their thing, I don't like that I can't, I don't like that this is so light because the ink wasn't working. So I'm going to come and I'm going to go over it again because I don't like that. Oh, that's much better. Look at that difference. I just have to be careful to stay on my original line. As I go off my original line. Much better. Much, much better. Those hardly had any ink to them. I think I need to do this to my number 2 pen as well. And if so, probably have to buy some more ink. Because then I won't have any in my stash on hand for when I need it. The ink comes in 2 sizes. One size, cartridge B, fills the 0.2, 0.25, 0.3, 0.35, 0.5, 0.7, and the brush. And the A fills the 03, 05, and the 0.1. But I don't use that other size very often, those smaller sizes. So, I like to have like 2 of the bigger size refills on hand. So those are the inks I go through the most. But I still only have to buy one of those packages once a year. So, I mean, it's not like I use... These pens go a really long way. I'm going to now come this way. And this way. Then this one would come this way, right? And this one would come this way. And this one would come this way. one's going to come from over here. And this one's going to come from over here. Like that. Something like that. Oh, we didn't do these ones. Okay. And then we're putting diamonds in here. Ooh, there goes the wind. Can you guys hear that? That was a big gust. Oops, didn't do that right. Trying to keep that pattern going. Okay. Looks like the brush pen also needs some more ink. Doesn't surprise me, but I only have enough ink to do one more pen. So do I do the brush one or do I do my number 2? I will probably do my number 2 because I use that one more than the brush. Okay. Anywhere else that looks like it needs right here, huh? I feel like this needs it too, right? Oh, I didn't do this one. I have an awkward little spot there. That works. There we go. I think that does it. It looks, yeah. Because I made my lines kind of wonky, the whole thing is a little wonky. But that's okay. This was the power of 3. I'm not too sure where the 3 is. Don't know if it's 3 spots, 3 diamonds. I don't know what the 3 is. But it's the power of 3. And I'm going to erase any extra lines I might have put on there with pencil. All right. There we go. Perfect. that's different. I'm not sure I completely like it. I feel like it needs something. Like it's not finished. I think part of that is because it's so wonky. What can I do to make it better? I'm going to try adding color to it. Let's try let's try this icy blue. What does this icy blue look like on this paper? That's okay. All right. So I'm using one of these ZSCN dual tip brush pens in case anybody asks. And I'm going to it comes from the side. Just like that. I like the blue. There goes a bunch of sirens. Whenever I hear sirens, I quite often will stop and say a prayer for whoever is in need that siren is for. We never know if it's a medical emergency. Usually it's a medical emergency. That's the most common one. At least in my area. It's not usually a fire, though it could be, but not usually. Goes on this side, right? Trying to figure out my own pattern here. Where I decided to put the color. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, it needed that color. Didn't it? Yes. Yes, it did. Indeed. Now I feel better. Alrighty. You guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. One person, one smile, one small thing at a time. Remember that focusing on the bad stuff doesn't make the bad stuff any better. So if we focus on the good things that are happening in our lives, then it puts that bad stuff more in perspective and puts it in the background of our lives instead of in the foreground. And that's a better place to be. You know, we can't always choose the crap that happens to us. We really can't. We can't choose the things that happen to us. But we can choose how we react to the things that happen to us, and choosing to see the more positive things is an actual choice. So go out and do something nice for someone today and embrace the power of 3, whatever that means, by focusing on the things from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I guess that's the power of 3. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Take yesterday, learn from it, add it to today, make a better tomorrow. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great weekend. It's going to be Friday today, right? Yes. Today is going to be a Friday. Oh. Interesting. I missed recording a video for last Friday. Okay, I'm recording out of order. Alrighty then. Yeah. Let me do that real quick, and then I'll be back. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.